smoking weed. Now, hear me out. I know what you're thinking. I've seen these guys take devastating injury type things, but to avoid the urinary analysis that was required to seek hospital attention, they'd walk it out. They would literally lose a foot at the ankle and be like, I'll get home. I need to keep my job. I can keep my money. I got a front last week. I got to pay that shit up. So, who here, by show of hands, is perfect? Absolutely perfect. Anybody? You're not supposed to trust me now. Actually, that was just a test to see if my ex followed me here. Physically, she could not refuse to admit she's perfect there. You know, things were always weird. A week after I moved in with her, she called me on the phone while I was at work and told me that she got a cat. Okay, well, it's your place. I moved in with you. It's fine, whatever. But she wanted to win me over by telling me that the cat looked like it was hit by paintballs. Now, I play paintball all the time. She's really trying to make me accept the new roommate or whatever with that. I get home, and I look at this cat. I looked down at the cat and I said, that's a fucking calico cat. That's all. That's it. It's just a calico cat. She said shortly after we got married that the romance went right out the window, along with the razor you shaved your legs with. You know, I saw her recently with a new boy guy friend or whatever, and he looked so happy. He was ecstatic, and I thought to myself, don't enjoy that too much, man. That phase will soon pass. That will soon pass. So, divorce is so expensive. Like, I looked into it literally like 48 hours ago, and it's very expensive. A hitman would actually be much cheaper. If I knew where to find one, I could save $1 right about now, honestly. You know, I went to a therapist when we were going through a lot of problems, and he asked me, they give you like exercises, things to think about until the next appointment, and he asked me, what do you want her to do? And over time, yeah, there's things I could have said back then, but now, where all the cards fall, I look at it as, I would like her to, how do I put this lightly? Maybe reenact the very last thing that Robin Williams did. Even Robin Williams would respect the fact that I made a joke out of that. I mean, I consider that a challenge to do. You don't want to leave a good comedian hanging like that. Come on now. Don't give me shit. His blood is on Michael J. Fox's hands. I mean, come on, those are big shoes to fill. You guys are tough. These are jokes. Come on now. I'll just leave the Sandy Hook shit out of it. Don't worry about it. You know, as far as a marriage goes, it shouldn't even be celebrated like as an anniversary, but more as like as if like your car, like you're renewing your registration, or like an "Are you still down?" meeting where you might have like a mediator you talk with, then you got to get into separate rooms and really like, are you still down? Are you really you want to go another year? You know? So there's this guy I don't like at work. Actually, I hate him. And I know what you're thinking. You guys are poets. You're like, hate? You hear me out. All right. First of all, is there anybody that has a guy name of someone that they really dislike? Because I'll use that name. Anybody? A name of a guy that might... The women? We'll pick a name that goes either sex. We'll say Terry. No, that's good. Thank you. No, I love it. I love it. I was reaching out. You wait until I reached out. That's not a heckle. I reached out. We'll go with Terry, because that could be a guy or a girl. There we go. We'll do it. Okay. So I'm on my lunch break, I work in a shop 40-hour a week. It's hard to admit. Not really, I just did it very easily. So, let me sit there. So I'm on my lunch break and I go over to the country fair and yes, I participate in indulging in a little bit of cannabis, a little bit of weed. And I do it, I go in, I get a few things, snacks for the munchies, whatever. And I pull over by like a gas pump. I work third shift. This is 3 in the morning. I park over by a gas pump. I'm cool, coast is clear. This fucking Terry dude I work with comes pulling up around, gets all, hey, looking at me in the car. Apparently, you cannot be too paranoid when it comes to the weed. Because I fucking missed this. So, act like nothing, I go back to work. I figure Terry's gonna keep his fucking trap shut. Go out throughout the day, I leave work, punch out, get to my car. Another person comes up to me and tells me that Terry told numerous people, hence my hate for Terry, numerous people about my my events during lunch break. He certainly saw me smoking weed. He told me fucking everybody. So I'm at work, and I hear this. I wait a day. I don't see him. The next day, I see him actually at the gas station where this all went down. There's no other co-workers there. I address the problem. It's not really anything funny, but a guy's got to do what a guy's got to do. A couple days later, a coworker of mine comes up and asks me, "You want to fight Terry?" Now, originally, when I thought about this whole situation, I said, I'm going to say I saw Terry smoking weed. And I was like, no, boo-boo, I'm telling everybody I saw you smoking weed, because then he went and told everybody, kind of flipped that shit on me, right? But instead, quick thinking here, I'm so smart. When he asked me I wanted to fight Terry, instead of saying the weed thing and pointing, he said, she said, I'm going to call him a girl, I'll write that now. Narc. He says, I said, I confused it with my domestic shit. I mean, my wife and I were together 13 years, so I was like, nah, man, I heard he was hitting up my ex on Facebook. I diluted that shit down with 13 years of domestic shit right there. We'll try to get out of the urine test all together. So he lets it go. He gets back to me a couple days later. He tells me, just act like nothing happens. So I do, and nothing happens. So I'm at work, and I have to look at Terry. Now I'm at my locker. I'm changing for the day, and I'm on my headset talking to my buddy. I run my jokes over him all the time, and fucking Terry walks by, and I said, "Fucking don't fucking look at me ever again, fucking piece of shit." Terry probably can't even fucking hear me, honestly. I'm a comedian. I avoid conflict. So Terry's gone, but my best friend on the phone hears, "Don't ever fucking look at me again, you piece of shit." He knows my hate. He feels my hate. He knows I hate him. You're messing with my money. All right? That's 40 hours a week. That's my money. So he says, it would be pretty impossible for someone to, like, never look in your general direction again. Like, think of how complicated life is. Oh, shit. Like, I cannot, like, you're going to run it. His job at my shop is actually a forklift driver. His job is to actually see me. Like, he has to actually see me. So, we all hate Terry. That's where I was getting with that. On Facebook, I don't know if you guys have been on Facebook recently. A lot of people will post stuff that says, "Oh my God, I ate too much, feeling fat, current situation." And they fuck that joke up. Because when you actually hit status update, isn't that describing your current situation? And now that's what they're doubling down on. All right. Anyway, so a lot of people, when they break up with someone they'll go on Facebook and they'll Facebook stalk and what are you doing? Who you hanging with? How you feeling? What kind of posts you're putting up there? I took a different approach. Blocked her ass, number one. Blocked her out. And then I friended everyone that looked single. Right? And, okay, say I'm looking thirsty. Okay, I'm looking thirsty. Whatever. Thirsty, okay. A lot of girls didn't respond. fine, respectable, whatever. I don't care. A couple girls do. He talks to a couple people here and there. That's fine. Get through a few conversations. All of a sudden, they're owed something. Take me here, give me this. Get fucking. He said, yeah. He's like, this bitch. He just cut her off, too. They get crazy. I said, you know what? I said, how? You are getting a big head over here. Like, how are you getting this confused? Do you realize the only time that I have to talk to you is when I'm on the toilet long enough for my left leg to go numb? It completely not. I mean, you learn how to re-walk when you get up. So there's also these dating sites, like Match.com. I think that a commercial that said, you can't fight love. Watch me. But there's also another one, POF. Oh, I'm losing the no. POF, it stands for plenty of fish. Like, there's plenty of fish in the sea. There's tons of them out there. And I like that site because it's absolutely free. So I use that. And I've met some people on that site. And I received a message recently. I'm driving through Erie, and I received a message from one of the fishies. Call her. And she says, what are you doing? Nothing, sitting at home, kind of tired from work. Got a little overtime. I work on the money maker here. I got a little overtime. I'm going to sleep it out on Friday night. Yeah, fucking right. I'm not sleeping on Friday night. And apparently I didn't know how the website worked, because there's a section of the website you can go in and it tells how close you are to the actual person's fucking phone, I guess. It's like a fucking tracking device. And when I tell her that I'm at home, I live in Lake City. That's 20 miles away from her. But the phone tells her I'm 2 miles from her house. She's like, you're done. So now I'm in a predicament. So to keep this fish on the line, I gotta meet up with her. Whatever. I mean, you had my attention on the website, whatever. So I get the call to get directions over to her house, and we're talking, and she asks me if I'm allergic to cats. Why, bitch? How many cats you got? Fuck, I mean, a bunch of cats, not one cat? Apparently, the last guy that was there beat up the pussy. And these girls, some of these girls will be, he said he hates women. Is that too much? Is my time up, or is that just over the top? I'm not sure. I'm out. 2 months of time up. Okay, that's fine. I'll wrap it up real quick. One more. A lot of these girls, they'll say, let's get together and cuddle. Now, when I meet a girl, I'll say, let's go to the bar, have a drink. She says, oh, you don't drink? Coffee, walk, mall, store, I got a grocery shop. I don't even know how to cook. Help me out. No, they want to cuddle. You want to cut out all the fucking hanging out and cuddle right to your bed? That's fucking sleazy. I'm in. Hey, I'm Joe Summers. Thanks for listening, everybody. You're great.